What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Before we begin, make sure to hit the like and subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon. We're posting 4 videos every day, so make sure to check back every single day. We're aiming for 20k subscribers and get a deal in the description if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, make sure to hit the subscribe and bell icon. People aren't seeing our content and that's probably because you haven't hit the bell. Thank you again for all your support. We're so proud of the amazing community that we've built. So we're just taking a quick look at Vechain here, and as we can see, it does look as though it has been rolling over a little bit today after a bit of a renaissance over the past few days. It looks as though it's coming back down to test the bottom of that little range that we were talking about. Basically looking something like this, which is pretty much, exactly what we predicted. Got a little range, but basically looking something like this, didn't we? We had Vechain, we got our overall range as well, as we said many times before, looking something like this. So basically what's happened is we had our big correction downtrend, lower lows and lower highs. We get our bounce to the upside, we come back up, we form a little range within our wider range here. We come to the upside, we come back down, we find support in and around the 20, we form a little bit of the bottom low of the range here, we come back up. We hit resistance, we come back down, we test the bottom of the range and the 20 here. And then we get that bounce to the upside, we break this little range, we come up to the top of the wider range, but we do get rejected. We come all the way back up and roll over back down to the 10-cent level. And then since then, we've just been, chopping it up in between the 55 and the bottom of the range, really, haven't we? And it looks as though we've got another day here where we're basically, retesting the bottom of our range, aren't we? Trying to find that bit of support that we are looking for that bounce. And it does look as though, considering that Vechain's getting back down now into, we would say, pretty reasonably valued in terms of RSI territory, you'd probably be expecting the further that this goes on and continues to trickle to the downside, you'd probably expect a little bit of, a bounce sooner rather than later, realistically. From what we're looking at, we're currently trading at around, 11.1 cents. Looks as though we are just at the bottom of our range currently, trying to find a bit of support. And this is pretty much what we said in yesterday's video. If we did roll over, we would be looking at Vechain basically coming down to essentially the bottom of this range here, looking for a bit of support. And you can see, you can see the story of what's been going on here. Basically come all the way down to the bottom of our macro channel, looking something like this. You can see it quite clearly here. We've had the bounce to the upside, and we've basically made our higher high, and now we're just looking to retrace and make that higher low, aren't we? Because then we can make a higher low, something like this potentially, if we do have a deeper retracement, and then a bounce to the upside for that continuation. So stuff like this in the short term isn't a disaster. Even though we have lost the 55 here, we are finding a decent amount of support at the bottom of the range here. And sooner or later we are going to get that bounce, because we are still in a bull market quite clearly. And it's important to have a bit of a corrective period sometimes in the market. So short-term price predictions then, if we do start to roll over from this area here, we obviously do have a nice little bit of support at around that 10.5 cent level. And we do think this wick at 10 cents was very telling, and we do think 10 cents will be a very strong support. If we do something like this, we come back down, we have a deeper retracement than this range, and then we get the bounce, that would be perfectly acceptable, because we're basically making our higher high, higher low, higher high for that continuation, aren't we? And then if we do start to move to the upside again, over the next few days, we are targeting that 20 moving average, coming in at around that 12.5 cent level. And then obviously we've got price targets at 13.5 cents, and then that overall range high of around 15.5 cents as well. And then as we keep saying, going into the remainder of the bull run, we do have these fib extension targets, but we do think 50 cents to $1 is our price target currently, considering how things are going. Since we've only got like 3 or 4 months left of the bull run realistically, we would say most likely, from 50 cents to $1 would be a realistic price target. So that's it guys, we'd like to thank everyone so much for their support. If you've got any questions or suggestions, please leave them down below, and don't forget to subscribe and then hit the real subscribe button, which is the bell icon, to stay up to date with the 4 videos that we post every single day. Remember, if you want to support the channel more directly and get a ton of benefits and insight, as well as joining our growing community, consider the Patreon or YouTube membership down below. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalist.